Everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Dungeons and Dragons Ice. I am your DM for the evening, the Gold Crow, and with me I have four of my wonderful friends with me. One of which, who has shares the same name of this campaign, is going to recap that episode that happened last time as we fade off.
All right, yeah, that would be me. So last time, sort of a lot of bookkeeping stuff here, but we started off by finally getting back to our fort with all of the horde that we we meticulously picked out in tow. Uh, Pandora had a lot of fun going through that, but was kind of disappointed we didn't have more copper, as it was kind of on brand. We returned Grimoire. Yeah, we gave Grimoire her spell book, so that's that filled with her, and she was quite grateful, but she plans to still stick around. Oh, right. We also ended up giving Jameson his cut. Well, not really cut, but rather paid back pretty much all of the fund for Jameson's Get Well Mom fund. So he has that paid off when he can eventually get that sent back to the continent. Aiden ended up taking the scales to start working on the newest armor in order to eventually try to get that set so we can actually find Ezlith. Just a lot of sort of off-time stuff while we were at home, like Sinbad doing some gardening and discovering the wonder that is the XIT. So that was fun. Afterwards, we had a bit where Sabrina actually was able to get Vengeful Accusers copied into her own spell book, as Grimoire was fine with that since we were going to accuse Ela using that. So they spent the day working on that together while the rest of the party was off doing their own thing. Though before we left proper, Moira ended up showing up, sort of just reminding the two siblings that her end of the deal was still up, and to kindly remind Apollo that was the case. So we had to figure out how to mix that into the whole accusation, given that Belladonna wasn't, Moira. So there's that fun. I feel like I'm missing something else that happened at home. Eventually, we ended up heading down to Alabaster's as we got to town. Did a little bit of shopping since Holy Avenger wasn't exactly happy with the idea of Aiden going under a spell that could deceive. So we ended up scrounging the cash to quickly buy up a ring of mind shielding before finally confronting Ela, using Vengeful Accusers after a bit of an argument involving the Zone of Truth, and generally just her trying to spin things on us with if we had worked with the Queen or not. Eventually, we were able to just accuse her with the spell, at which point a specter of Gunther actually showed up and explained how she was kind of the reason that Calder was even really attacked, as she had sided with Belladonna. She tried to eventually escape, only to be stuck in a wall of force before being apprehended by the Howled Flames. And after all of that good show with Moira just disguised as Jameson, we made our way back to... Oh, wait, no. There was a point where we went to the MDRA. I'm trying to remember where that was in this, but I know at one point there was a shipment, apparently, which is kind of a massive problem now because we believe there might be a meteorite that got shipped back to the mainland. So that's something to worry about. But other than that, I believe we also squared away our little deal with the MDRA now. So we've told them that Moira's dead, and we've given them some of her research.
Grimoire.
Or, yeah, excuse me. Grimoire. believe. Right. And then we got back to the fort, and we discovered, well, Isaac and Jameson were out doing some hunting and didn't come back. At first, we were worried that something was just wrong because we were getting that sort of thing where they're alive but can't pick up. We went out searching for them to find Isaac battered, bloodied, and in face first in the snow, still holding on to life, and Jameson is gone.
Very good. You can take a reroll.
Alrighty. I apologize that was so long-winded.
That's all right. We got through it. Okay, I bring you back to the small. It's very much a frozen pond surrounded by not really dense trees, but there's trees kind of encircling it. This is where Isaac took some of you when you went hunting to go get crabs and fish, right. Spear for fish underneath the water. At this scene, you see Isaac close to the frozen lake. He is beaten, bruised, arm twisted in an unnatural position. His clothes have all been ripped off. He's lying in a pool of the snow has absorbed it, but his own blood. There's no sign of Jameson anywhere. But if anyone is proficient in survival or medicine, I will let you do those rolls.
Okay.
You have to tell me.
Sigurd is proficient in survival.
You have to tell me what you're doing, though.
Okay.
I'm like, all I have is survival, so
I've got medicine.
I've barely got medicine.
Okay.
My survival's better, but
we just need to tell which die roll?
Yeah, you could. If you're proficient in either of those things, you're allowed to roll, but just tell me which one you're doing.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a survival.
All right.
It's a nat 20.
There's a dirty
26.
Dirty 20.
14.
I assume Sabrina's doing medicine.
Yeah.
And
survival.
is doing survival.
All right.
16.
Okay, so everyone did survival, but Sabrina, who did medicine, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. So, since you got a nat 20 in survival, there's something a little odd about this scene, Sigurd, and Aiden, you kind of notice it too. Looking down at the ground, there are no footprints. You still see Isaac's and what you would assume to be Jameson, and they're moving around quite a bit. But whoever assaulted them or did this, you don't see any sign of those footprints anywhere. Sabrina, the way Isaac is lying there and the wounds inflicted on him, this doesn't seem like just a random attack or mugging or a feral animal. This looks like this was very deliberate to inflict pain on him, and you could see his winter gear is in shreds. That perhaps the intent was just to make him freeze to death.
All right, but he's still bleeding out.
He's stable, but he looks like he's taken maybe some points of exhaustion.
Oh.
And
Oh,
So they left him here either stable or he managed to.
yes,
avoid
that's
him.
exactly it, Aiden. If you're kind of going off of what Sabrina's maybe telling you or in the moment, it seems like, yeah, they just intentionally left him here to die.
Jeez.
okay. All of us are here, obviously. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he is also with yeah, I'll give you this. He is also suffering from hypothermia. You don't know what that means. You just can see mechanically. You don't know what that means, but he is suffering from that.
Okay.
Someone
Um.
get him back to the fort.
Yeah. Sarah's gonna rush over and like try and get him off the snow first and foremost.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
him.
You can easily lift him. He's doesn't have any of his belongings on him,
Oh,
and
he's
his
completely robbed blind.
yeah.
Aiden's actually going to turn to Sinbad here. There's no footprints, and the only thing I can think of that does that is this water walk.
It's not the only method, though. It is definitely the most, the easiest one.
That or whatever attacked him was flying.
Nah, they couldn't have been
Um,
flying. Look at the footprints.
It's only Jameson and Ezek's.
Yeah, exactly. But look here and here. I'm assuming that some of them are like deeply entrenched, like you would when you're hitting a grounded target, where you hit them and it pushes you back some.
Yes. Very good observation. That's looks like what is happening here.
This would
okay.
point to. I can only think of two people who would want to do something like this, which would be the Evergal people or Queen's people. I don't think Moira would really want to hit us like this. Not now, but she would have the opportunity for it, I suppose. But
Just as the gate is supposed to happen. No, I thought she said she
wouldn't interfere with the gate. Didn't mean she wouldn't interfere with us.
But this is kind of. We still need to find Jameson.
Jameson is missing. He's hurt. I don't know how much time he has. He's hurt. I don't know how much time he has left out like this.
Let's get him inside where it's warm.
Yeah, let's go. I guess Sigurd's gonna take out the blanket that he has in his bag, wrap it around him, try and carry him back to the fort.
All right. It's a good 15 20 minutes from here. So you can get back there in due time. All right. So you wrap him up in a blanket you have, and you can easily carry him, Sigurd. You're big enough and strong enough to lift him, especially when he just doesn't really have anything on him. Is there anything the rest of you are going to do before you leave?
Is there anything that looks like maybe Jameson got dragged away, or is it just...
You can either do an investigation or a survival again.
We'll do investigation.
As you look at the footprints.
Only 15. Actually, I might as well flash of inspiration or flash of genius. So that turns into a 19.
Okay, so trying to parse out the footprints here. You find Jameson's and see it looks like he you can kind of detect where he went. He went out onto the ice, and it looks like he went over by a small hole that's been opened several times, like a small circle in the snow.
Ice
Because
fishing.
it has a very thin layer of ice over it now. Then it seems like he hurried. What did you get for your roll with Flash of Genius?
19.
19? Okay, yeah. Then it seems like the pace of his footprints hurried back to the off the ice, and it appears this is where what Sinbad noted earlier is happening, and the footprints seem more the deeper. They seem to slide a little bit to indicate either he's exerting some sort of degree of effort or hurry.
Okay, so Jameson was on the ice in the middle of fishing while Isaac was probably watching or something.
Yeah.
Isaac got attacked and Jameson ran back.
Yeah. And then you could see these footprints just kind of sporadically placed, him running around. And then you trace him back to this one part where there's just a large lump with a few splatters of blood. And that's the last Jameson's footprints lead.
They definitely took Jameson. Guys, look here. And he points to the blood splatter and what he assumes would be Jameson's fallen body.
I'm like, how fresh is like the blood? Like, has it frozen over? Is it coagulated still?
I would have given that to Sabrina if her medicine check was a little better.
Okay.
Oof.
Why didn't you Flash of Genius me?
I'm sorry, I didn't think about it.
It's your job.
His job is to
That
flash
was so
a
many good
genius.
rolls, and that was the one I didn't think about at the time. I was just like, oh,
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Well, we can still attempt to locate creature on him from here.
We could, if Sabrina had literally any spell slots left.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Thank you, Matt, for reminding me as I look at the chat. Isaac is also clenching something in his hand.
Oh.
His unbroken one.
Yes.
I guess Sigurd probably notices that as he's picking him up, wrapping him up, trying to keep him warm, and I guess he'll kind of like try and unfold his hand, see what's in there.
It looks like it's a very strange object. It looks like a small locket with a very just like it's almost like you're staring at a real thing. Well, sort of.
What?
It looks like a picture of a small familiar looking Eevee, and you can't make out someone else in the picture because it's been cracked. Like it's smashed, like there's a big gash, like a spider web of, you know when you punch glass and it just kind of like splays out?
Yeah. Spider webs out.
Yeah.
I guess he did care.
All right, he kind of like opens that up for a moment, stares at it for a bit before just kind of closing it and trying to put it back into Isaac's hand.
But-
Have I ever seen this before? Or
Yeah.
have any of us ever seen this before?
I want to. Yes, you have. Jameson has been holding this, but
Okay.
With Aiden's other check, there is one other thing you notice. There is a there, close to Ezek's hand, there is a large, there's this very strange just indent in the snow. And you can see a small shape inside that indent with the shape of the locket.
Guess we'll check the indent if there's something in there.
No, I mean like there's like just a small little like maybe
It fell off Jameson,
I describe it
and then
as
he
like
picked it
I
up.
describe it as a footprint, and you can see like, but it's like a very
Oh, like someone
indistinguishable foot.
stepped
Yeah,
on
like someone stepped on it.
Purposely. Someone took it from Jameson, probably crushed it underfoot, and Isaac picked it up while he was potentially. I mean, no, of course he picked it up. I mean, he's plot thickens.
Clearly, this is a rivalry between Jameson and whatever her name was, the other doorstop.
That's
Please don't tell me you just said that out loud.
Sinbad does these things when he's nervous. You know this.
That's not funny.
let's leave the theories for when Isaac's back awake and can tell us what happened.
Okay.
If I'm recalling correctly, that locket was a picture of Jameson and his mom, wasn't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think he showed it to Sabrina.
Okay.
I'm like, did he take all of his cash with him?
Yes.
Oh, he would have.
no.
Wait,
Uh,
so are you referring to this as
That's fine.
Jameson or Isaac?
Jameson.
They both did.
Oh. That makes sense. Yeah,
That's fine.
that's fine. We have a lot extra anyways. If we get to them, we can just reimburse it. That's not the concern right now.
I mean, is there anything else that we need to look around for here, or should we?
If I recall correctly, Sabrina already tried locating Jameson last time.
Yeah. Don't worry, she has another trick. She can't do it here. She needs to be back at the keep.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You have
Do we need
That's
to
our
head back?
best. It's our best chance, unless you want Sinbad to fly around.
Yeah. No, let's head back for now.
We've got no tracks
This is-
because of the way that they've been attacked. We have no idea where Jameson could have gone.
All right. So with Isaac on Sigurd's back, I mean, like fireman carrier,
Yeah.
or just kind of piggybacking, sort of. You're kind of slowed down a little bit, but it's not too bad, and you're able to haul him back to the large fortress in the middle of the winterscape. As the large doors swing open, you bring him inside.
Alright, get him to Alderion. I think he said that he has healing magic. Sigurd, give me the locket.
Okay. He'll take the locket back, give it to Sabrina.
And
Thanks.
he's actually looking at his pack really quick and actually pulls out one of the blue apples. I don't know if this would be better for him than one of the potions right now. Either could be good.
I believe Alderion
Oh.
said he had cure wounds or something along those lines.
That'll at least help.
I
Remind me, what do the blue apples do?
It's 1 HP per round for a minute.
Okay, yeah. That's
It's
that's 10 healing, I
10
guess.
HP, basically. But I don't know. And over here thinking like maybe natural would be better. I don't know.
Uh, yeah, Sigurd will take it and start making his way back or downstairs to Alderion, try and get him healed up.
All right.
Or actually, he's gonna try and call Alderion up here. 'Cause doesn't want Ezek in more frigid conditions. Or
Oh,
no,
there-
wait, that's no,
Well,
wrong
Wherever
person.
the
Library.
warmest room.
Yeah, that is probably the warmest room.
You were thinking Rathonatrix.
Yeah, sorry, brain scattered. Anyways, yeah, he'll head over to the library.
All right, you're gonna take him to the library.
Yeah.
So you go into the main center hallway and into the library. Where again you see Eldirion just kind of there with a book in his hands, as still disguised as a Cyndaquil.
Yeah.
As his squinty eyes peek over. What's wrong with him?
He got attacked. We don't have a proper healer. Kind of tries to lay him down, kind of like maybe on the ground, lay him out on the blanket, try to not get any blood anywhere. It's like, I was told you have some healing properties. Could you help in any way?
He looks him over. My healing will do nothing for him.
What does he need then?
He's suffering from hypothermia. If you have a spell that can cure disease, he should be fine. Otherwise, he has to rest in a warm area for a while before he could be healed.
Well, the forge. Okay, thank you. I guess he'll pick him back up. And as he kind of carries him back out, he calls out to Sabrina. Is like, Sabrina, do you have anything to cure
She
disease?
peeked around the corner.
Yeah.
She kind of shuffles through her bag and she says, "No, I've got stuff that can deal with poisons. Was this the hypothermia thing?
Yeah.
Just take him up to the forge. We've got a thermal cube up there."
Yeah.
What are you talking about that cures poison?
That was my next
The
best.
ointments.
The ointment
I heard
also
what's-
cures disease.
Oh, does it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it does say cured of any disease. Okay, she's gonna apply some of the ointment.
Okay. Does it say on the ointment if it does either or it does both, or does both?
The creature that receives it gains 18 hit points, ceases to be poisoned, and is cured of any disease.
Okay.
All those things. Wow.
Hey, that's good.
The one thing we got from Abolition before.
Yeah.
So you have him out here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As you apply the ointment on these very on the where you could see he's like accumulated frostbite, and where his arm has been broken and just his face swollen black and blue. You rub it on the areas, and his eyes flicker open very slowly. And he just kind of looks around
thank
at
goodness.
his surroundings. Then he gets up and starts walking away.
I don't think Sigurd lets him down.
Yeah, Bree
It's like,
just
hey,
kind of looks
no.
up. Bree just kind of looks up at Sigurd and says, "It goes without saying, but follow him."
Okay, so he does break free. Okay, and then,
I'm leaving.
no, you're
Leaving
not.
where?
I am liability, so I am leaving.
N-
That's not how this works, Isek. Besides, you are the only one there that can tell us what happened exactly. Who attacked you?
He just kind of like looks around again and he sighs heavily. And now we are going to roll initiative for Izek and Jameson.
Oh boy. Okay.
All right.
There it goes.
And I believe, Sigurd, you want to use Izek, and
Yeah.
Quill is going to use Jameson.
Yeah, I believe
Jameson
that's what
got a
was decided
17.
on. He's got an 8.
All right. So we go back earlier to this same fishing hole in the middle of this kind of not really dense tree area. The two figures of Jameson and Izek are Izek is sitting on a rock a little ways from the lake, while Jameson has all these supplies all ready to fish, and he says, "Why do I have to do it alone this time again?" And Izek responds, "Lots of mouth to feed. I will not make much gold if I always have to help you here all the time." Oh, okay. I caught so much last time. Not as much as you, but lots and lots and lots and lots. And I really think I could do this again, Izek. I really, really, really... Shut up. You are already scaring away hapless fishies. Oh, right. I have to be quiet. All right. Can you hold this for me? I almost dropped it in the water last time, and I'd be so devastated if anything happened. I'd probably jump into it and freeze to death. And Jameson shows him the locket with the picture in it, and Izek says, "Whatever." You know, Grimoire made this for me for my birthday. She made the picture of me and my mom out of like just thin air, and she put it in this locket for me. It looks real. It looks like I'm in here and in here, except I'm a little more red in there. But you know why that is. And he just goes, "That's nice." And he says, "Just be quiet and leave it here and start with the fish stabbing. I'm freezing." Oh, right. Gotta get to work. I'm just glad you're back and everything. You get to see how good I've become. All right, now I need Jameson kind of happily bounds over to the water with his fishing rod and spear, and I need you to make a survival roll for him to
Okay.
fish.
Got it. D26. 10.
All right. He stabs down, but he misses. One of the fish swimming by after the hole is cut. Assume that Izek has cut the hole multiple times with the razor sharp blades he has on him. And Jameson is there, kind of stabbing away, while Izek just kind of takes a swig of his drink and looks over to the locket and just pops it open and looks at it and just kind of puts it back down on the rock until he is struck with 13 points of piercing damage.
13.
As from out of nowhere, a large icicle just shoots out and hits him in the midsection, and he screams out in pain. Jameson notices this. He says, "Oh, what's wrong?" And then he sees almost out of nowhere. His focus was purely on the fish in the hole. He notices a very familiar species of Pokemon all surrounding him. They are like Ezek, Garchomp, and they all have an icy turquoise complexion. Let's get you on the map. And there's not just one, there's not just two, there are several of them.
Ooh.
Jameson was right there. Let's get the battle music going. Okay. Plug yourselves in initiative.
Right.
Came from this one, by the way.
Noted.
All right. So after I give them this, there you go, chat. There's your map. All right. So Jameson, he is the first to act. He notices all these enemies circling him.
Okay.
What does he do?
He's going to shoot at this one with his light crossbow.
Okay.
Attack roll plus 5. 22.
That'll hit him.
Neat. D8 plus 3. 8.
So, Jameson pulls out his crossbow. That's kind of affixed to his left forepaw, so he can just kind of raise it and shoot it, and it hits this creature. There's a big thwack as just blue blood splutters out as he hits him in the midsection, and he grunts in pain.
All right, and then true to what we learned from the footprints, he's going to go over to Ezek.
Yeah. Ezek's kind of like reeling in pain a bit as there's this icicle sticking out of his side. And we will go to them next. They move with the superior mobility on the ice. They almost like glide across like they're skating. Move all these guys. I should. And one seems a lot. He's more. He's has jewelry and more. He seems to have like a serrated weapon with him too. And I think only 3 are gonna try and attack, or actually 3 are gonna try and grapple Ezek, and 1 is going to attack Jameson.
Okay.
The one that got Jameson got a 16.
That is his armor class.
All right, meets beats.
Yep.
And the other 3 are going for a grapple check. Are going to get a
Right.
16. So I'll let you roll.
16.
Let's
Ties.
re-roll that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's both.
15.
I got 17 this time.
Is that with the modifier or without?
That's with the modifier.
Oh, okay. Then it got like 20 something.
Okay, so the
23.
first one tries to grab him, and he just kind of pushes him away, and as a reaction, well, not as a reaction, but a reaction, quote unquote. The other one, number 2, got a 18, one higher than the last.
11.
And the third one got only an 11.
Oh, that was. Let's see. Beat the third, failed against the second.
Yeah, so only 1 is holding on to him.
Mm-hmm.
Jameson.
How much damage did Jameson take?
Oh, right. These guys actually have multi-attack, so that'll be like a 20 to hit. So he's taking a 11
All right.
and 5, so 16 altogether. Ezek.
All right. Jameson's turn.
Oh, right, Jameson.
What?
Or, isn't it Ezek's turn? He hasn't gone yet.
Oh, right, it
what?
is Ezek's turn. Never mind.
Ezek has not gone yet, yeah. Okay. Ezek, which one is grappling him, by the way?
I'll say it's the one right here.
Okay, the one right here.
Yeah.
Ezek's gonna attack this one right here. Gonna
Okay.
lay into him.
All right.
Let's see. Well, that's only a 16 for the first.
That does not meet.
Okay. And then the second is also a 16. Never mind.
So with this one holding on to him, like trying to get him in a full Nelson, Ezek's attacks don't ring true, and he is unable to. Hit him.
All right, yeah. So he yeah, I'm gonna say he tries to swing at that one, misses, and then probably because he's being held back, yeah. And with that, he's also going to try and he's gonna yell at he's gonna yell at Jameson, tell them to try and run.
Yeah, you read my mind because I was going to role play, and he's just gonna scream out, "Run!" to Jameson.
All right. Anyways, yeah, that's all for Ezek.
All right. Jameson.
All right. Jameson's going to disengage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's
Before
going to.
you do anything,
Okay.
you could do that, but that's not what happened.
All right.
Jameson stood there and tried his hardest to protect his friend.
In that case, he's going to use produce flames on the one that is grappling him.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
$11.
That does
So
not...
like this pathetic little
Yeah.
puff of fire just kind of spits out of his mouth.
Yeah. You faced... Well, Jameson... The way Izek is describing the story to you, you faced the Gabites who are like this, but it's nothing compared to what he's describing these ones are like. They're just fierce and ruthless. The attacks that do connect just bounce right off of them, and they just grit through it.
All right, and are these Gabites or are they Garchomps?
They're
I
Garchomps.
noticed. Okay.
All right. It's their turn. They are going to... they're going to surround... This one is just kind of has this, like, really... This really devilish grin on his face as he watches them all surround the two of you. And I'm going to lay 6 attacks into Ezek. Or no, I'm going to do Jameson first. 4 attacks into Jameson.
Overkill.
That might actually not hit. Does an 11 hit Jameson?
No.
Okay, second attack. That also doesn't hit. He got a 6.
Let's go!
Ultra Instinct Jameson.
Yeah. That other attack misses. I got only an 8. Okay. That's 16. That
Okay, that hits.
All right. But it gets minimum damage for a grand total of 4.
All right.
All
He's
right.
still not looking good.
The other guy, I'm just going to roll both the die at the same time. That'll be a 20 and a 15.
Against Jameson?
Yes.
Okay, the 20 hits.
That'll be 11 points of damage.
Bleh.
Bleh. You going down?
Yep.
All right. Now the 6 are going to attack. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll 12d20. And what's your AC?
17.
All right. And which ones hit here? That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits.
Ow.
Oh.
And that'll be 9. Uh, 3 times 9 is 28. So that'll be 68 points of damage.
He's still up.
Barely. You saw Jameson go down.
Oh, is he up?
Jameson went down. Ezek is still up. They just went. They all attacked you.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's Ezek's turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Yeah, he's... So, first of all, he's gonna second wind.
Alright.
Try and muster
Yeah.
everything he can to stay... to protect Jameson. And... Who's the one who did the final blow to Jameson? Because I think he'd go after them.
It was that guy.
This guy? Okay.
Yeah, these 4 attacked.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and swing at him. Just in a rage.
All right. As you just wipe the blood off yourself. They maybe dislocated
Yes.
a shoulder as you just the guy
Ooh.
grappling you.
20.
All right.
Unnatural.
Yep, that'll hit him.
Nine damage.
All right. You managed to take a big chunk out of him, but he just kind of... it's almost similar to what you did when you just second winded there, where you've taken all this damage, and he just kind of, like, grits and shrugs it off and just yells in your face. Jameson, do a death saving throw.
Where'd the Constitution? There it is. Oh wait, no, it's just a flat D20.
It's
isn't it?
just a flat D20.
8.
That's one failure.
Ooh.
Okay. You see this one, yell. That one is a fire starter. He could be useful for the new recruits. We're going to take him back with us. And, the one that, was stabilizing, or, the one that, you attacked, Ezek, he grabs him. And over the wound he just made, he puts this ice kind of almost band-aid over him.
Oh.
Jameson stabilized. But the rest... that is going to be... he's going to move. You can opportunity attack him if you wish.
Yeah, I think you'd try and, like, go for the arm or something to try and get him to drop him.
Alright, make an attack roll.
$22.
You hit him as he tries to make off.
And 13 damage.
Yeah, he looks kind of wounded after that, and he drops Jameson. And the way Ezek is describing this story, that's the place where Aiden tracked down. But they're going to move in, and you're going to take attacks from every single direction.
Yeah.
Should I play this out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attacks. Times 2, 16 attacks.
Yeah.
And advantage.
And advantage.
Go ahead, roll 32 dice.
Actually, funny enough, this, they miss. well, a lot of them missed.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 of these attacks hit. 6 out of, like...
That's still...
Yeah.
That'll still probably do it, but we'll see.
6d10.
How is it looking right now?
Good, he's a solid 38 out of 101.
That'll be 30. Yeah, I did like 40 something.
Dang. Yeah. That downs him.
And so too, they didn't go in for the kill. And the one that was just kind of spectating walks over and says, as Ezek's kind of like in that state of just losing consciousness, he walks over as just two are still holding him up. These two, just kind of like both kind of like chaining an arm. This one walks over in front of him.
A certain fox told us you were seen around here, Isaac. Skahawk told us to go investigate. He wanted us to bring you to him and so he could kill you himself.
And the figure sees the locket on the stone Ezek was sitting on, and he says,
"What is this?"
and he just kind of opens it,
"A piece of junk."
and he just throws it to the ground, and he stomps on it with a crunch.
You see, Isaac, Skahawk ordered us not to kill you. He wants the pleasure himself, and I will honor my leader's orders. Therefore,
He snaps his claw as the other Garchomps surrounding Ezek begin cutting off his winter gear and just pulling it off of him. There's parts where it just like won't come off, but they just continue to tear, like dragging his arms out.
he never said anything about letting the continent kill you.
And they proceed to kick him, beat him, stomp on his hands, his claws, kick in his face, twist his arm, kick him in the midsection, just throw him over like he's a piece of trash as they leave him there, taking Jameson with them. And with what little scraps, if you can even call them that, of consciousness Ezek has left, one of his eyes just opens and he sees the locket in the snow in that indent, and his arm just barely functioning, just twitching and convulsing, reaches for it, and he picks it up, seeing that the image that he saw before all this happened is just splintered and cracked and destroyed, where you can just barely make out the Eevee form of Jameson on it as his fist falls down and he lays there in the snow where once a battle took place. There's nothing but silence, just Ezek left in a heap in the snow. And we cut back to the castle. Or the fortress. And that's when he tries to get up again and says, "So I'm going."
No, you're staying.
Sigurd is going to pick him up and get back to Fireman carrying him.
Let me go.
So they came after you. Do you need heat or do you need bedding? I can take you to the forge or to the barracks.
I promised to guard your fortress, and I failed. So I must leave. They are going to come back as long as I am here.
Then we'll deal with them together.
They were going to come back either way, whether or not you're here. It's just one of those scenarios. We don't have it. We don't have backup.
You're injured, barely conscious, and you're planning on just walking out. You don't even have any clothes on your back. You're gonna freeze to death out there.
What good is mercenary that cannot provide?
It's better than one that's dead.
And he still looks like he's taken. He's probably... You guys didn't rest at the MDRA, and so he only has one level of exhaustion.
Okay.
That was a big factor in this, too. He he just kind of sighs as maybe Sabrina's kind of still kind of treating his wounds, putting the ointment on it.
Yes. Yeah, Sigurd, while still carrying him, just kind of holds the blue apple up to his head, as, like, eat up.
He just kind of takes it and just begins eating it.
With that, he is gonna start carrying him back up and around and up the stairs.
He kind of just shoves you away and just tries to walk
No.
himself.
Okay.
Sinbad will probably act as like a walking dog for him either way.
Yeah, he's still it did heal him, but he's really banged up still.
Mm-hmm. Look. At the very least, you need to get some rest. Recuperate yourself.
I don't understand you. Why are you making yourself target?
Well, we're already targets of them, so we might as well.
No, they were
Treat
after
you.
me.
Oh, their boss is after us.
Then why did they not come here? They were after me.
The Garchomp maybe, but they also know they can't attack this fortress directly. We're too fortified here.
Well,
This is also where I realized we never cast a remove curse on Isaac.
target or not, you still need. I'm not just gonna let you wander out there to die alone. Already almost happened to you. It's not letting it happen again. Of your own volition, more even more so.
Listen, I'm just asking. I'm asking nicely. Just let me go.
What do you plan on doing? Going to confront them directly? Going to walk into your own death?
You don't understand them. You're the type who always try to go in with the pacifism route. Just a coward with standards. Well, they are ruthless. They're murderers and worse.
Oh, believe you me, when we last met them, I did not spare any of them.
You did not meet those ones.
Not the big ones.
You met the
no.
ones that still followed me for a short while.
But I see no reason to spare them. But I also know that you can't go it alone, Isaac. Out of everyone here, I know that the most. You can't try to shoulder all the problems of the world onto yourself because it is your duty, because you should have the strength for it, because you think that it's either you have the strength or die trying. Either way is good. It's not.
Is everyone here still?
Yeah.
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 He says, "My father was my idol. He was the fiercest, bravest warrior, and I looked up to him, and he taught me everything. And when he died, he passed torch on to me. And I feel like I drop torch. I was smaller, weaker compared to my second in command. But my father named me leader of the Razorfin on his deathbed, and he passed his stone on to me. So you know what happened?
They turned against you.
Not even a day after my father passed, Skahak dueled me for supremacy over the Razorfin, and he did what he did back there. He beat me to an inch of my life. These scars all over me, as he points to, like, you noticed this when you met him, he has just like this constellation of scars all over him. These scars I have, they were not accumulated. They are all from him that day. After that, he took my father's stone and half the Razorfin, and abandoned me to lead the weaker members. That half, or so loyal to my father's decree, stayed only to scheme and plot against me, to mutiny with that ghost, as he looks at you, Sigurd. They are ruthless. You think you're so strong just 'cause you beat Dragon. Well, what are you going to do when 4 times the amount that attacked me attack you, huh?
Well, I've got some tricks for that. But regardless, it's a lot harder
What are you
for
gonna do when
8
the
of
same
them.
happens?
It's a lot harder for 8 of them to gang up on one target if there isn't one target, but 5. You don't have to be part of your father's clan, but you are part of ours. And we look after our own.
Well, you know what? After that, I swore to work alone. As I do. As a mercenary. That's how I've lived. Only job matter on my own terms. Only money matter for me. And there's no point in allies because they just judge and turncoat. The only friend I need is Bottle because Bottle does not betray me.
Look, do you want to get Jameson back or not?
He kind of looks down and says,
Do you want even a chance at making sure that kid is alive? Making sure they don't do exactly what happened to you? Making sure they don't do they don't do to him exactly what they did to you.
yes. But
And you're sure as hell not going to be able to do that by yourself. And you're sure as hell not going to be able to do that in this condition. He kind of just gestures to him.
if you ask me what I'm going to do, I may just go there and die. But that's all I can do.
Well, what do you think your father would think of that?
I said my father is brave, and he would face down an army by himself. But I have to go because he treated me like person, eager to absorb wisdom and willing to learn from me, and treating me like teacher, like friend. Even when I treat him like nuisance. But he's not nuisance. He didn't turn his back on me. So I will not turn my back on him. And before you don't see the aloof, rugged mercenary Isaac. You see a pitiful, tormented soul. And he says to you, so please help me get him back. I can't let them do this to me again. I've lost a lot, and do not wish to lose what little I have found.
You're not going to lose anything.
Is Agent able to cast Mending on the trinket?
Yeah, it's not magical.
No, it's not.
Oh wait, it
I
is
thought-
magical. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
Well,
gonna
it
I was
can't
gonna
restore
say
magic, but it can still
it could repair
what
the
is it, mend
crystal.
things.
The crystal, it's basically an enchanted crystal that is displaying an image.
If I know the
Uh.
spell right, then the surface of the crystal determines how well you can view the image.
Yeah, it's
Mm,
kind of cracked, really cracked.
right.
Single breaker tear an object you touch. Physically, wait. This spell can physically repair a magic item or construct, but it cannot restore magic to an object.
The magic is what made it, though.
But the physical, the physical wound of the crystal is
Is the
what's
magic
causing it to distort.
gone though?
Mm.
Is it still technically working? Just cracked.
It's still working. Yes. So yeah, you could probably repair it.
Isaac. Well, I think all of us want to get Jameson back, so he motions for the locket. If we're getting him back, I think he deserves to have that
Okay,
proper.
Sabrina will hand him the locket.
And he's gonna take the locket and using mending, he pulls out one of his tool sets and just starts gradually repairing the cracks in it.
Yeah. Okay. So you touch it and kind of you see it like begin to crack, but in a way where it's like just kind of affixing together until
Like it's
yeah.
bigger cracks that appear until it's less.
Yeah. In artificer flavor, maybe you're just applying this strange kind of glue or something.
Maybe it's like a heating element of some sort, but probably just needs help from one of the two siblings for that.
Yeah, Sinbad will probably be like, this is one of Grimoire's spells, since this isn't a regular picture. Are there more on it? Or is it just the one?
It's just the one. It just shows kind of Jameson with a Evie Jameson with a Leafy on, which you presume is his mother.
He'll just kind of be like, I guess even she found something special about him, even if she doesn't want to admit it. I don't think she took pictures out of every child that ever enjoyed her work.
As soon as he's not useful to them, they will kill him. And we are greatly outnumbered. Greatly.
Well, I think
we'll have to act
Grimoire
fast.
can help with that.
See,
but I think
what do you need to help with?
well, it looks like we might need to fake a few extra bodies, as it will, as it would. Looks like we're about to face an army. They're taking Jameson.
And you need help? Or do you need
Yeah.
help?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think more than a few of your spells could be helpful.
Well, I do owe you for finding my spell book. So see, 6 of us. This is still not enough. The group who attacked me was small in comparison.
Well, do we have any other options?
Well, I mean, I'm sure Thor would want to come.
The problem
I-
with any solution that I was gonna say if we could do the right, but that's behind the wall.
Pardon me for eavesdropping, but I heard everything.
As you see, Returnatrix kind of appeared from the hole.
Oh,
I know trust is a hard thing to give, especially when it has been broken time and time again. But I don't think you could find anyone more trustworthy than these 4 here. And I think it's about time the Great Worms aid you, as you have aided us.
You haven't even
Well, let's
done
see. That adds
one.
another 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, potentially 5.
depends. But
I don't think I have enough time to finish that armor if we're just going to leave immediately.
Do you think you could burn the midnight oil?
No, you shouldn't go. He needs to rest. I know you're full of blood and vengeance right now, my muscly friend, but you need to rest.
She's
Question.
right.
Could Aiden technically wear the armor he's making for Ezek because he's evolved at this point?
You were making a plate mail for him, right?
Right. Double check it for
He should have medium armor proficiency.
That's heavy armor.
Oh.
Your
Might be
stealth
a lot.
will take a hit, though.
Don't have heavy armor proficiency.
So no, only Sigurd could wear it.
yeah, I mean, I guess do you have to have proficiency to attune to it? If not, you could just wear it just for the sake of locating.
Yeah, you could wear it and attune to it. It just would not provide you anything. You'd get all the disadvantages, and you wouldn't get the AC.
Mhm.
Ugh.
But yeah, Sigurd will turn to Ezek and say, "Yeah, yeah, we're going to get him back. We will get him back. But for now, you need the rest. Like you mentioned, they'll get rid of him once he's no longer useful, but I doubt that usefulness won't. I doubt that usefulness will only last a day.
Yes,
You
going
need
in.
the rest, or else. You need the rest, or else. Well. You'll need all your strength if we really are going up against an army. We'll need everyone. We'll need everyone to help in every way they can.
Every good performer needs to rehearse before a big act. So get rest.
Mhm.
He sighs and he seems to comply. He begins going up to the barracks.
Are you done with that, Aiden?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need it. She holds
Uh,
out her paw.
All right.
He hands back the locket.
All right, she's gonna go back to the scrying eye, and minor illusion a little Jameson,
Okay.
and she's going to scry on Jameson.
All right. So this belongs to him.
She has a likeness. She knows him well.
So you got everything in the knowledge. So that's -5 for him. And you've got a possession or garment. That's another -9. So well, that's -9 altogether, should I say?
Mhm.
And so do a wisdom saving throw for Jameson. -9.
All right. -1.
All right.
Well then.
You close your eyes and your vision goes out as just in this swirl. You're just kind of going across the ice continent. It just seems to be just sporadically moving place to place. You can't really tell where you are, but it eventually your vision starts getting dark and you are in a almost like a dungeon, and you see Jameson on the floor, without his possessions or clothing, and he appears to be somewhat cold, but he started up a meager fire by himself. You hear a gruff voice, though, just in the distance. Like, it's kind of coming from outside this cave or dungeon or whatever he's in. And it's this very deep, just baritone voice, similar to Ezek's. One says, "We didn't find Ezek there, but we found some runt. He should be good for the new recruits." And the much deeper, more menacing voice says, "Did the fox lie to us then?" And the other one says, "It would seem so." And they begin going more into conversation, but they're clearly walking away. And you don't really get more. You just see Jameson alone in this dungeon.
All right.
You don't really glean anything else.
She walks back over to the group and says, "He's still alive. He's in a dungeon somewhere. He's, well, not in good shape, but he's got a little fire going to keep himself warm. I'm going to let him know that he's going to be okay."
Yeah. At least as long as he's alive. Kira, do you still need the amulet?
No. Not unless we want to look at him tomorrow.
Maybe.
She's going to walk over to Isek and offer it. Or, no, wait, he's not here anymore. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, Sigurd was about to offer to take it up to him.
Yeah. I think he should have it.
Yeah, I'll take it up to him.
Thanks. And Bree's going to start swapping her attunements to get her Pearl of Power on her.
Okay. That'll take... You're kind of going into the midnight oil.
Oh, okay.
You kind of had to go to the larder today because there was no food brought back. But
Oh man, does this mean I can't start bugging the observer?
Maybe in the morning.
No, you definitely don't do that kind of thing in the morning.
Rothernic says, "Do you plan to head out in the morning?"
If we can find where they are.
Yes.
I have a feeling they're already past the wall, Bree.
Do you think so?
I
They're
don't know.
They are
I
the
mean-
only creatures on the continent that can survive on that side.
I don't know about that, Sinbad, because they attacked sometime between when we got back and when we found Isak, and I don't think anyone can travel that far in the span of a single day.
Keep in mind, they have Nero
More
with
s-
them.
No, they don't necessarily. I overheard them talking about him, but they seem to think that he lied to them.
Well, he
But
probably did, but
well, obviously not, because they came here and did find Isak. They just lied to, I believe, Isak's brother.
You said Skahawk, whoever that is.
Yeah, Skahawk.
Second in command. They they likely couldn't have gotten that far traveling with that many people over that short of a time. They had to get there and then they had to head back. Even if they are more capable out in the snow, I doubt they were able to travel miles. The miles it takes to get to the wall and back.
Not to mention
they could
that
do
they
that in a
seem to
single
have
day.
Jameson in a holding place, and since Skohawk is there, that leads me to believe that they are in a stationary position.
Mm-hmm.
there's still a lot of different places they could be.
I mean, we don't even know which.
And we
direction
have the attack on the gate coming up soon here. Within the next few days.
Vulpe, Sabrina,
Yeah?
you said he is in some dungeon, or
Yes, something that looks like a dungeon or a cave. It's very dark in there.
if I am to go out with you, do you think I may borrow that cape of yours?
The what? I'm sorry?
The cape of yours?
The Dimension Door cape?
See,
I suppose so. And she hands it over.
just borrowing it. I think it might come in useful with my set of skills.
Alright, sure.
Yeah, she's gonna hold on to it.
Actually, that's a good point. We should probably double check everything that we have and
Make sure that we've got our team all decked out.
see who can use what.
Mm-hmm.
If you need any of my spells, I'm more than happy to share them with you.
I could definitely use with mirror image. I don't think shield is cutting it anymore.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I actually have that as a scroll. I carried a lot of the typical scrolls of the illusion school on my person. I typically kind of had to fall back on them for the longest time. And she has 2 scrolls of mirror image. She has 1 scroll of major image. She has 4 scrolls of phantasmal force. And she has 10 scrolls of silent image. She's willing to share these with you.
I'm probably going to take the 2 mirror image scrolls because I'm going to die without them.
Okay.
And just looking here and he's like,
To be honest, I don't really need any of these anymore. I'm good with. She pats her book.
Mhm. Well, again, we don't know where they are yet, so it's not like we can start preparing an assault right out of the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, either way, I might actually.
The way your sword hand put this, the disposition of these fine individuals, I don't think this is something we should put off for long if you want to see him alive again.
No, not at all. There's so many things that we have to.
Like, how many days before the siege?
6.
It doesn't matter. This takes priority. Ugh. If this, we still have to find Eslith.
Hmm.
If we're lucky, we can do this before the gate, but only if we're lucky.
I will.
Grimar, do you have any idea of how we could track them?
Well, unfortunately, divination is not my wheelhouse. You could try and. You said he's alive. At the very least, you can try and ask Ragazzo where they took him.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I could do that. Alright, I'll ask him in the morning if he has any idea where he is.
Okay.
He's surprisingly good at survival, so he might actually know. He might be able to figure out based on where he's been during his time in the Expedition Society and know some... what's the word I'm looking for? Landmarks.
Mm-hmm. Or at
If
the
nothing else, we have that shrine.
ask him which direction they took him in relation to where he fell. Or, oh wait, he was unconscious, right? The mountain. The mountain is a good landmark. Ask him what direction the mountain is.
Alright, I'll do that.
Where the hallowed flames are.
Yeah. If he had anything significant on him, we could attempt to locate him using that object.
He has nothing on him anymore.
Not anymore, but did he have anything on him when he left?
All the money we gave him.
Wasn't he wearing that cape, that white cape?
Oh, he was.
That he was.
And we've got plenty of locate object scrolls, so we wouldn't even need to burn any magic trying to look.
See.
Alright, I think we have a plan, guys.
Mm-hmm. We at least have a plan on finding location. As for attack, I doubt we want to just run right in there, given what Ezek said. It's not like we know much else about it. About what we're facing.
Can perhaps ask him more tomorrow.
Yeah, once he's awake.
Yes. See.
Okay, I'm gonna go take this up to him anyways. It says with the locket.
Mm-hmm.
If he's awake, I'll see if he knows anything. If not, I can wait till tomorrow.
All right, so you're going to take it up to the locket up to Ezek. What are the rest of you going to do?
About how much time do we have before we need to sleep?
it's already pretty late, isn't it?
It's already pretty late, considering all
Alright.
that's happened.
Alright, so Sabrina's probably just gonna go to bed.
Okay.
I don't think we really have much other choice.
All right. And everyone else is just going to go to bed as well?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to talk to the observer, but I don't think we have the 1 hour required for that.
Yeah, you'd be going kind of past midnight if you tried to do that.
Yeah, then we pass the day.
All right. All right. As you go up to the barracks, Sigurd, you open the door and notice he's kind of just. It looks like he just passed out immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, in that case, he's just gonna walk over to him. Just kind of, I don't know, is he sleeping on his side, his back?
His back.
Okay. It's, um, if he's sleeping on his back, he's just gonna lay the locket down, like, on his chest. Just make sure he's stable. Nothing seems to be, no irregularities. He's all alive and well, well, as
He,
well as it can be.
yeah, like the potion took or the ointment took effect. He still looks really like just gnarled and beaten, but it looks like he's resting peacefully now as opposed to in a pool of his own blood.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that. That's definitely an improvement.
But I will say you will all get the benefits of a long rest, and his exhaustion will go away.
Okay.
All right. So you all reconvene in the morning, and Ezek is alive. Ezek is up. He still looks like he woke up on a street he doesn't know the name of, but he's D&D healed. Where he's still at a good 8 hours gave him what he needs to press through the pain.
Yeah, I imagine whether he kind of comes down or
Yeah.
downstairs or something, so he's just like feeling better, feeling more alive.
He nods.
Good, because, well, at the very least, we think we might have a way of locating this place, but we don't really know what it'll be like on the wherever they're hiding out. But we don't know what it'll look like on the inside.
Last time I was part of them, there were a good 40. There might be more.
Good 40. Oof. Great. And there may be more now.
Well, Sinbad and I might be able to take out large swaths of them depending on how they group up.
I still think you are underestimating how dangerous this can be.
Well, we don't really have anyone else. We've just got who we have here.
And then we will use what we have here. But don't think just because you're not fighting a gigantic dragon that these foes are to be underestimated. They will swarm you and attack you and do what they did to me.
Believe
Well,
me, I don't intend on underestimating them.
we have some ways to pull them apart. I think Grimoire can help with that. As long as we don't get swarmed and we can keep them from make them group up, we should be able to get an advantage on them.
Should warn you, they specifically were bred to fight spellcasters like you.
Why are they serving Nero then?
I don't know if they're necessarily serving him. They just got information from him, Sib.
But they're also
They also took the oath, the one that Nero oversees.
I was gonna point out the fact that from what we know, they're kind of shards in their chests.
Yes.
Which well, we don't know the full everything of what that means. We know it means they can just survive in the cold, but what else?
What do you make of that, Grimoire? You're an expert on those things.
They have the shards in inside of them?
Symbol like
Yes,
minor illusion,
please.
like one of the Gabite that he saw. Well, this is what we've encountered before, but these ones are Garchomps.
That's, doing such a thing typically is... The shard would be toxic of what my research of the Aether has detected. If you were to eat one of these as she pulls out one of the shards, you would die in seconds.
Well, there's some kind of ceremony involved with it. They do something to it before they jab themselves with it, but when the crystal is overwhelmed, they just die. Like they have higher highs and lower lows essentially. They won't ever be knocked out by anyone ever because it'll kill them to be knocked out.
Kind of just shattered.
Huh. Very interesting.
Hmm.
I almost feel like dragging one back and experimenting how they're doing this.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
The amount of spells we would have to continually cast to do that would be so much, though.
Yeah.
Implications aside, they do die immediately, yes.
I mean, there are ways to keep them around, and there are ways to keep them from running away. I looked at a couple spells in that book before I gave it back, but it would still be very taxing.
Regardless, this is a bit off topic.
Either way, if we hit 3 days to the gate, someone has to go back. It'll take 2 days to meet up with the rest of them, and that's not a risk we can afford to take.
Sigurd, you're instantly reminded about that book, how something very similar happened in there that seems to be happening here.
Yeah. We're almost there, but then one of our allies was taken away. Nothing. Isaac, you you know these more than anyone. They're your Oh, I suppose own kin may not be the best term, but not anymore, at least. But we think we know. We think we have a way of potentially locating where they may be, where their base of operations may lie. Jameson's in a cell somewhere in some sort of fortress, perhaps. But uh, if there's any information you could provide as to kinds of places you'd prefer, or they'd prefer, any kinds of layouts, anything of that sort, anything that we should expect aside from, at the very least, 40 of them, if not more.
They've they they travel around the land, very nomadic. They could be anywhere. They've taken. They may have laid down camp somewhere. I don't really know where they are on this continent. I'm not familiar with it.
They're nomadic.
I don't know where
Sabrina, was it?
I don't know where Skahawk went after he beat me.
Well, it seems like he's ended up here. If nothing else. Sabrina, you said he was in some sort of cell? Was it
Cell,
like a
cave,
proper cave? Was he in a proper cell, or just in... Was he bound, gagged, anything of that sort?
He wasn't bound or gagged. He was in a cell, though. And you almost could have sworn there was someone else in there with him.
Okay.
Like you saw a shadow on the ground.
Hmm. At the very least, it can't be that far if we use that locate object. Perhaps we could get something. And get a direction, and then... Once we get closer, we can try and... Well... get something more precise.
All right. Do you want me to?
Aside from that, what's our...
I'm gonna ask him where he is now. And she's going to
Yeah.
cast sending to Jameson and say, where are you compared to the Hallowed Flames mountain?
Is that it?
Wait, would he even?
What, Crow?
Is that it? Just that?
I want to ask him who's there with him, but this is Jameson, and I'm afraid that he'll run his mouth. So, yeah,
if you want a suggestion, I have...
Be concise.
My thought is just to add, we're coming, keep quiet.
okay. Yeah, she'll ask where he is relative to the Hallowed Flames mountain. We're coming, stay quiet.
You get a response. The mountain is south. Is Ezek okay?
She sighs and casts sending again and says, "He is fine. Who is with you?" And directly south? Question mark.
He says northwest. Well,
Southeast.
Southeast. There are other fire types. I think they're Queensmen.
He thinks there might be Queensmen with him. There are other fire types.
Moira has those?
course she has those.
What? How do you think she survived out here for this long? How do you think any of the Queensmen has survived out here for this long?
I mean, have you seen what happens when you try to cast something like Psychic Glance on her? She just shakes it off.
Anyway, he says that the mountain is southeast from his current location.
So they're near the forest?
It would seem so.
It gives
I
us a
guess-
location at least.
It's an old
A general direction.
It has to be an old Havergal structure then.
Northwest. Oh, they're like they have to either be like here or directly in the forest. Hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be.
All right, I think we need
It's
to head
gonna be
out.
like over here. All right, but before we go, in 3 days till the thing comes, are you able to send someone back, Bree?
Send someone back.
Send
Here?
something back.
Yes.
I can,
Okay.
yes. As for if they'll be able to get to the igloos in time is another matter. It would be most efficient if I were to send them to the Opera House. From there, they would be able to travel to the igloos relatively easily.
Right. That'll be 2 days, maybe one.
I feel like we should focus more on making sure Jameson gets out of here alive.
I think we should focus on going immediately.
It's
Ah,
Very
my
good.
friends! The silver worm has told me of what we must do. We shall make a song to the bard. We'll sing as we go into battle to save our allies. As he like puts his arms around Sinbad and sings.
That's right.
just as long as you stay in the back, you're still not anywhere near your full strength.
Well, personally, I'm really willing to get out there and stretch. I've been cooped up in here for so long. I've been in that my wonderful room full of treasure now, but I really want to get out there. Just being cramped in here for so long, I kind of want, and I want to save the kids, so it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Just, yeah, you guys need to be careful.
Oh, do not worry, little one. We are the custodians of this world, and a bunch of cutthroats do not threaten the bronze worm. No, sir.
He's probably like the same height, if not taller. than
Yeah.
him.
He's trying to look taller, but
Yeah. Stands up a little straighter. It's like,
and that's when Verthurnitrix also shows up and says, we have a bit of a problem.
yes.
Problem.
Eldirion is saying we shouldn't go.
And why shouldn't we?
Or do you mean we as in the worms?
All of us.
Why?
I have a pretty good idea. And she's gonna walk over to the library.
No.
All right. Yeah, you walk over to the library.
Alright. She walks in, and I'm assuming he's there.
Yep, he's reading a book.
Alright, explain your rationale.
Oh yes, the silver worm told me about your foolhardy plan to go out there and get yourself killed.
Alright.
We have more important matters to deal with right now.
I thought you were supposed to be the wise one.
He closes the book. I am being wise.
You're being selfish.
No, I'm being rational, logical, and tactical. We have to find Ezzelith. We have to go conduct the dragon rite. We are wasting time here.
I think Sigurd would follow in a little bit afterwards.
I mean, I think we all would.
Yeah.
Party's here.
Bree's just kind of staring daggers at him. And she says, I don't think you have much of a choice in the matter right now.
I certainly do. No, we're not going.
And how are you going to enforce that?
Rothernatrix kind of pops in. I told these for you were the wisest among us, Alderion. But you have made a liar out of me. That's when the sword begins shaking in its hilt. Because you have proven to be the most ignorant among us. Alderion just kind of goes back to reading the book. You hone in all of our flaws, but you seem to be blind to your own. You call Izak over here an oaf when he's proven to be a loyal ally who has learned to fight for someone other than himself, and you chastise spellcasters like these two for being selfish and power-hungry, despite none of us would be restored if it were not for them. You reprimand Pandora for trying to bring levity, Thor's passion for righteousness, and you look down on me for respecting those bonds these mortals have. What does one single child matter in the scope of what we're doing, Rothernatrix? And Rothernatrix shapeshifts back into his true form, and he bellows throughout the chamber. He matters to them! And his wings flare down as you see the silver visage of him. And he relaxes a little and says, and that's something a cold-hearted, emotionless bastard like you is never going to understand for just reading these books. We failed our mission, Alderion. You believe we are the only ones who can safeguard the world when we failed. Well, these Pokemon here, they persisted, not only persisted, thrived without us. Even right now, they have sacrificed so much to help us, and you haven't shown a sliver of gratitude. Alderion closes the book again. Fine, Rothernatrix. Go get yourself killed. Let the legacy of the Silver Worm forever be known for being cut down by a bunch of boorish thugs instead of helping safeguard the world from winter eternal. But we're not going to join you in this suicide mission.
If you're not going to bother to help the one person, then you aren't worthy of being a steward to the world.
If you don't help us, we won't bother restoring you to your full power.
Do you hear what they're saying?
You two, stop. Stop. Sabrina, Sinbad, it's fine. He kind of looks over to him. Anyways, he kind of looks over to Alderion. What's one more? We'll manage fine on our own. He can stay here, safe in the fortress, with his books and all that. We'll go save Jameson ourselves.
And he kind of regards Pandora and Thor as they just kind of continue standing over at the side of Thernitrix.
I don't believe this. So be it. Go get yourselves killed. I'm not taking any part of this.
And he just kind of turns his back to you and just walks over, reading the book somewhere.
All right.
And there,
Let's
do an insight if you have insight as a skill.
insight.
I actually
I do have insight.
Somehow, yes.
We have this
20
skill. That's 20.
25.
Oh my God.
22.
Wow.
21.
Everyone, I know what you are.
You look over to Rithornitrix, decide how uncharacteristically heated he got in the moment. There is just kind of this sadness about him that he had to do this. And he just proceeds to walk away. There's just kind of this deep sorrow that that these two just never see eye to eye, it seems.
Sigurd walks up to the table that Alderion's sitting by. And kind of places the book down next to him. I took the time to read through this. You said you didn't want it, but I think it makes for a I think it's a rather good story, regardless of the. I think that well, it's it even if the story or the moral it aims to teach isn't one of fact, is more so one intending to if it's more so one intending to teach any sorts of moral rather than a historical account. Isn't that something important? Isn't seeing what those people back then valued, the stories they thought were meant to tell, the stories they thought were worth preserving? Don't you think that's worth something?
Are you
So,
done? Are you done?
with this tangent of mine?
Yes. Why don't you go out there and get my kin killed? You are a disgrace to the Jotun.
Believe me, I well know that. Gonna pass the book. It says it's a good read. I
Leave!
never quite made it to the end. Oh.
He just yells at you to leave.
Okay. he just kind of stands back up, kind of leaning over, and heads out.
Do you all follow?
All right.
Yep.
I think Sinbad left Alderion a while back
I
Okay.
think
with Return of
Sigurd was
Tricks.
like the last one to leave, honestly.
Yeah.
Sabrina was standing in the doorway.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, Sigurd just kind of like ushers Sabrina. Let's go.
What do you do from here?
We go.
Time to find the boy.
We doing any locate objects first, or are we waiting to do the
We
do
we
stuff?
already know from locate
Yes.
creature that he isn't within 2 tiles of us.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
Specifically,
Beyond
he
this
was-
point.
So not here and it's
Yeah.
not here. So we
Is-
probably want to first do it around here, because then this will get us a ping of almost entirely new tiles.
Hey, you guys want to hear a funny bad
Mhm.
idea?
really
Sure.
bad and a potentially useful one.
Did Sinbad
Well,
get your
we
brain?
could just have Sabrina teleportation circle everyone to the MDRA HQ and, get Gurmore killed and probably get everyone asked about...
Why would we do that?
That would be a bad idea. Yeah.
Yes, I told you it was a funny bad idea, but we'd be closer and in a prime position to be able to locate object.
Absolutely not.
Actually, I think this is the best place for us because it gets us a radius all the way around here, which is
Yeah,
He
that-
said he was
That's
northeast, so
northeast.
Yeah.
He's
He's north-
Daybreak.
of Daybreak. So
He's going to be up in this area.
Somewhere around the MDRA HQ, but the problem is we really just
anywhere around here. I say we head down here and then move out further. Move out from that
I'm getting a
direction.
feeling it might be in the forest somewhere, though.
I'm pretty sure it's up here.
That's too.
Just on the edge of
How
it.
far can we get in one day if we're going as fast as we can? 4 tiles?
I believe normal is 3, so fast
3.
would be 4, right?
Okay, we could
Wait.
feasibly get right here, at which point Sabrina could do a locate object on...
I say here is actually a really good spot, yeah, because this has a pretty wide range for that.
Okay.
That's a good central
Okay.
spot. I'm assuming it's going to be more over here.
Yeah, that's my guess too, but...
We want to cover our bases here first, and then continue.
Again,
moving.
they can only move so far, so we'll have to wait and see.
I mean, considering they made
Assumably.
they made it from around the fort, around the hole, the lake, in one day. They're not going to be that far. Assuming.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we got a plan. Go here. If they're not here, then we move like right here and then try from there.
Think so? Okay.
All right, let's see how cold it is outside.
Oh yeah, I forgot. As we're heading out,
Did anyone have any extra...
oh,
Wait, did anyone get extra gear for Isaac?
yeah, Sigurd. So first of all, we should stock up on rations. Second of all,
Is basically leaving.
yeah,
You have 40
I know, but
in reserve.
okay.
Crap.
Well, we want to leave some for Eldarian to live.
Do we?
Yes.
We kind of still need every worm alive to do the dragon, right? So I mean, that there's spite and then there's stupidity.
Well, I'm kind of both, so...
Yeah, I can tell. And it-
Wow.
Anyways, yeah, let's see, 40 rations.
This would have been a really great time to have drought.
Let's just take 30, and I'll just add 30 to my pile, and we'll split it up as we go.
All right.
I think, is that a reasonable?
30 should.
Okay.
I mean, that gives him 10 days worth. We shouldn't be going that long.
Yeah, that should be more than enough.
We should probably be able to suffice on our own with like 8 survival checks a day. For food
Sigurd
and
is
stuff.
going to give Ezek, before we leave, the Expedition Society outfit.
All
Great
right.
outfit.
So that'll be 30 total.
Plus 30.
And the adamantine armor they found.
All right. So he
Yeah.
cannot be crit, and his AC will be 18.
I might as well also. I've still got this infusion left over. I might as well just hand him the cloak of Elvenkind because I can't really attune to it. It might be useful for him. We'll
All
see.
right. You guys, are you guys updating his sheet, or do you want me to do that?
I can do that.
Doesn't
Alright.
open.
Well, this is all gone, so.
Yeah.
Uh,
Don't delete it though.
Yeah.
okay.
Because you might get it back.
I would have gone with trying to like infuse a weapon for him, but he uses
Yeah.
blades on his arms.
Yeah, we'll have to make blades for his blades some other time.
Helping him be sneaky, he'll do something. We'll see.
Do you have something for
Okay.
me too? Asked Grimoire.
He's going
Do we?
to pass her the wand of lightning bolts
All right.
and say, "I'm gonna need this back, though, unfortunately, but it should help you significantly."
Oh, I'll take anything I can muster, but it is pretty cold out there. I was surviving.
Yeah, I think they meant.
I was surviving with my generator for quite a while. I never went out for long expeditions.
I don't think this will fit her, unfortunately, unless we assume, hey.
I have a second set of clothing, but I don't have, like, wool lining, insulation, and
I
whatever
don't
on it.
need the cold weather. Wait, I have a second wool lining. I mean,
So
I
you're
have this
giving
other.
that to her.
I have this other weather set, but I don't think it's her size.
She would be a medium creature.
This brings up the question of how the heck this works because I've evolved.
Oh, it might be too small for you now.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, no.
I haven't really needed it this whole time, so yeah. Unfortunately, then she wouldn't be able to wear that.
So here's the real question: do we want Grimoire to cast her essentially pass without a trace on us, so that way nothing can follow us?
Bree will at least give Grimoire the soul stone she has.
Aiden will hand over one of the extra wool linings he's got.
All right, so that'll be 10.
He's got an extra heat salve and soulstone. You can hand those out as needed.
Yeah, like I said, be a great time to have drought.
What does it take to swap that?
Well, the updated drought, I should say.
Can't you swap that out?
Only when I level up, baby.
What? Oh.
I'll, for the sake of us using it, I'll let you do it one time right now. If you really want it.
I think we really want it.
I think we really want it, yeah.
Okay, so that's +5 to everyone.
Yeah.
Just for standing
Yeah.
near
Okay.
Sinbad. And in initiative, you take less cold damage for D4 turns.
Oh, wow.
Noted.
As long as you're in the aura of Sinbad.
The aura of Sinbad. My favorite paladin aura.
Okay, so we've got food, we've got people in warm things.
The dragons do not
Mhm.
need it. Don't
Yeah.
need.
Yeah.
Figured.
Is there anything else we need?
Any last minute
Um,
preparations? Anything?
I don't think there's anything else to really divvy out.
Double check your
Hang
gear
on.
spells for the day.
You got a bunch of magic items from that last.
Yeah, I was
encounter.
about to say.
Where's our vault?
There's a bunch of magic items we can dole out. I'm just checking which
I don't
ones
know. Can
require
anyone
attunement.
use the dagger of venom other than Aiden?
Yeah, it's a simple weapon. I think everyone can use it, even wizards. But I don't know if it's the greatest, but
So we have a Helm of Brilliance. Sigurd has that in his inventory.
I don't know what that is.
What does that do?
that
It,
does.
it has a lot of gems, and they
Oh.
do spells.
Gems and spells, guys.
The gems do some spells, but I don't know how many gems they have because it's based on die rolls.
I'll say it is a maxed helm.
Jeez. Okay,
Oh,
that's a lot of
jeez.
things.
Those 10 diamonds, 20 rupees, 30 fire opals, 40 opals. Okay, this thing's gonna need its own section.
You need to be very careful with this. Oh dear.
I'm like, who
What's
has the
up?
cloak of protection? Does anyone have that?
Didn't someone take that? Or no?
There are no brackets denoting such a thing.
Yeah, I didn't take it.
I
Thought
thought
you
you were
wanted
gonna
it.
take it, Fire Alley.
I was told I could not.
What?
Well, I
Did you
guess.
can't- have
Oh, it's
two
because you already
cloaks.
have a cloak. Yeah.
Well, Sabrina's not wearing one anymore, so
It's like +1 to your AC, and we could give it to
The question
Ezak.
is- I mean, he just got the cloak at the Helping Kind, unless Sabrina and Isaac want to
Oh
swap.
yeah. We could give it to Grimoire.
she's wearing the Cape
Yeah.
of the Mountebank.
Yeah.
So the
We
only
could
one
give it to Thor. He'll look extra cool with it.
What's it do? It's just +1 AC and saving throws.
AC and saving throws yet.
Just a +1. Okay.
Just +1. I mean, it's still good. Saving throws.
He doesn't really have any. Well, he does have a breath attack.
Sometimes, yeah.
Wait. It's a bonus to your AC and to saving throws you make, not your.
Oh yeah,
Saving
yeah.
throws DC.
Yeah. All the dragons have about the same kind of stats in terms of their saving throws and AC. So it's up to you if you want to give it to one of them.
I mean, would Sabrina need the better saving throws? Wait, that probably affects your concentration saves, so.
Yeah, but she's usually a
Mhm.
mid backlines fighter anyway.
It's also the cloak of spell protection, though I don't think that'll be very useful here.
Honestly, it might be good to just swap the cloak that Isaac's got with that cloak of protection.
Yeah, make his AC a little better.
Mhm.
All right, what's Elven Kind do
Mhm.
then?
That's the one that lets you get advantage in your stealth checks and stuff.
I see.
More specifically, it's perception checks made to see you have disadvantage. You have you have advantage on stealth checks to hide.
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
Does
Um,
Isaac know if these guys that we're up against are going to cast spells at all?
No, but they may have got new recruits.
All right.
mhm.
I say we give him the cloak of protection,
Okay, yeah, give it to him.
All right.
and then I'll just take back the Elven Kind cloak and figure out.
Just gonna add this.
Yeah, I don't think Sabrina even wanted to tune to that anyways, because
Yeah, she's got her Meteor Focus Ring of Spell Turning and Ice Tiara.
yeah.
Would anyone want the Helm of Brilliance? It is an attunement, and I mean, anyone or the dragons could take it. Probably one of the dragons would do best.
What's the drawback to it? I see that there's a drawback to it.
Roll
The
a
drawback
D20
if you're hit by a spell, roll a d20, and if you roll a 1, everything explodes.
Isn't it fire
More
damage?
yeah, it's fire only.
Oh, take
If you-
fire damage. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. If you fail a save and take fire damage as a result,
But you can cast like fireball, prismatic spray, wall of fire, daylight.
on a roll of 1,
Yeah.
the helm emits a. I mean, you could just have Aiden flash. I don't know if that works like that. That's not a check.
Yeah, it's if they take fire damage as the result of failing a saving throw against a spell. Very specific, but not all that uncommon.
Yeah, fireballs.
Fireball.
But also fire-related spells from. I mean, you'd have to get hit by the captives that they've taken that are going.
Wouldn't
to
you have to
fire-related.
be a fire type to use this in the first place if it uses fire-based spells?
That's
Yes.
kind of what I was going to
Yeah.
suggest.
Or
The
no, with
problem
the
that.
item? Probably not.
Well, I mean,
Yes, you would be
the fire-related thing.
the fire-related thing, like wall of fire and fireball.
Oh, okay.
Prismatic spray you can still do. It's just those two. Or
Oh, so that's half
all
of
right.
it.
Well, I don't think I want to wear that.
So I'm just thinking of if any of the worms would want to wear it.
It'd have to be.
I'd be willing to wear it, says Pendor.
Go ahead.
She just kind of puts it on her Dragonite head.
Think you can stay out of stay out of the way otherwise? Stay out of line of sight.
Oh, well, I sort of have to be in line of sight if I want to use some of this.
Oh yeah, but you can stay safe.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Good.
If we encounter combat, I will, I'll let you move the dragons around if you want to position them for breath attacks.
Okay.
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 And now she's got resistance to fire.
All right. All right. So everyone, Grimoire has. Let's see. You gave her a salve and a stone, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
Sinbad.
I think Aiden gave her the
The lining.
wool line clothing.
All right. So that's exactly 20 she'll have now with Sinbad, and everyone else will be all right. So you're going to be moving fast. Where do you wish to go?
Where
4
do
spaces.
you wish to go? Right there.
All right. Everyone roll a d6.
There's a lot of rolls going.
Just 4.
No.
Well,
Ah. Oh my gosh.
shoot. That's fine.
Dang it.
Do we want to re-roll one of those ones?
Doing?
Does that even work?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
2 ones. I'm thinking something horrible happening is probably not a good thing. So, yeah, let's re-roll one of those ones.
Okay. You want me to do it?
Sure.
Sure.
6.
Hey,
Oh, hi.
mixed results.
A 1 and a 6.
I can work with this. All right.
Whoa, thank
Flying
you,
words
Matt.
Here.
All right. So you hear the sounds at right here in this spot.
Whoop.
Lock it good. There we go.
All right. There we go.
You hear in the distance the sounds of battle. This would detour you if you were to go investigate it. Do you?
Battle.
Ooh.
Mm.
Do you think that's worth checking out?
I can ask.
What do you mean?
If the MDRA is fighting with Nero's goons, I can just ask the MDRA.
You're kind of in the field still. You're not in the forest.
Okay. Which direction
Oh.
is it coming
Yeah.
from?
It's coming from north of you.
Coming from north.
Mm.
Could very well be one of
We have plenty of locate object scrolls. Do you want me to just pop one right here before we make a decision?
Honestly, yeah.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Is that legal, DM?
You can use it, yeah.
Okay.
Here, take the storm rune before you do so.
Oh yeah, I already had it on me.
Okay, yeah, I'm just making sure.
All right. You're gonna use locate object.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have you do What are you looking for?
Jameson's cloak.
All right. That's really specific. So yeah, do an Arcana check.
All right, that is 30.
Oh, 30 altogether.
Yep.
Plus 13 in that, huh?
Yep.
Woo!
So we got a big zone scanned.
Yeah, it's right
The
here.
dirty 30.
Yo,
Yo, we located it?
Okay.
So that means we'll have to go through the field of battle then.
if we want to avoid the forest, because we already know the forest is kind of dangerous.
No one wants to deal with possession plans.
Okay.
Yeah, the same. Get there in the same amount of time.
Yeah, because I mean, if we're gonna go north anyways, then we're gonna end up going to this tile instead.
Yeah. So, I guess we're gonna go this way, DM.
All right. How are you gonna approach this? Are you going to stealth, or are you?
I think we have Grimoire cast her pass without a trace spell. It is a ritual.
She doesn't have that. I prepared a bunch of stuff already for her.
It's a ritual.
Oh, it's
She
a
doesn't need
ritual.
to have it
It's in her
prepared.
book.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it's basically you don't. It's like pass without a trace. It doesn't give the stealth bonus though.
Yeah, it makes
Okay.
it so we leave absolutely no trace behind us, including odors, which pass without a trace does not do.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't give the stealth bonus.
That's
yeah,
fine.
so we can be seen, but we can't be the anything else.
Okay, so you
More like
you
we
realize
can't
you're
try.
making her do a ritual too, so you have to roll a d4.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm like, it's fine. We'll be protected from fiends.
Oh my
Hmm.
god.
Roll a d20
Well-
and d100.
We'll see.
Well,
This is why Quill doesn't let me have the deck.
16 and 6.
16 and 6. Okay, just a second.
It'd be really funny if he just got placed in a prison like 500 feet underground, though.
All right. So which one was 16 and which one was 6?
The
D20.
D20.
D20 is
it was
16.
16.
All right.
6 is the 100.
If that was backwards, it'd probably be terrifying.
It's for the next day. Well, okay, yeah. For the next day, the next spell she casts will do minimum damage.
Oh.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Well, just use it on a cantrip. It's fine.
Hey, Grimoire, yeah, just hit me with a
Yes,
cantrip.
I'm not stupid. She,
Don't hit her. Don't hit her. Just
uh,
hit a tree or something.
yeah, she. Can you?
Well,
Can you,
Sabrina has the ward.
could you put an object or something out there?
Well, I mean, I've just got my ward.
Okay, if you're giving consent, she's going to cast Phantom Assault on you, and she makes a spell attack. She got a 23,
Okay.
and that'll
Nice.
be 10 points, or no, 11 points of force damage. As
But
All
then
right.
it's minimal.
some spectral swords just slash your ward.
Yeah, no, just kind of do their little thing where they boing off and then they just start swirling back around her.
Oh wait, it doesn't do 11; it does minimum. So it does.
Yeah.
It does only 6.
Imagine if she'd crit.
Nice. That's still pretty good for minimum.
Yeah, 'cause she has that spell savant thing where she adds her modifier to it.
Neat.
Interesting.
Decide to get cast that. All right.
Well,
Onward!
that was,
before
that
we
was
go
a-
into battle,
that was-
can I do one thing as well?
Sure.
Go ahead. Whatever helps.
She takes out before she casts the ritual too. She's going to scribble on a nearby rock this like very sketchy picture of Mandibuzz, and she ritual casts that as well. As you see the painting begin to like force its way out, and you see a large size Mandibuzz, but it does not really look like him. It looks like the paper SpongeBob with the pencil.
Me toy.
And very good. But it is fragile, but if you need to be carried, we can use this. And I'm gonna roll the d4 for her doing this. She got a 3, don't worry. No, nothing bad goes off. All right. Yeah, so this she's concentrating now, and this large Mandibuzz is flying. All right, you go into the tree line, and everyone do stealth checks. I'll make the modifier a little lower, the DC for it a little lower because of the ritual she did on you.
All right.
Well,
13.
Let's see. We be stealthing.
I will roll for the worms. We got.
Don't worry, it can't be. Never mind. I got 11.
I got 2 nat 20s for the dragons. Well, you guys
Good.
I might have to lucky this, guys. I think I'm luckying this.
Don't bother.
16.
Well, for one, I'm just going to go ahead and flash a genius Sigurd and make that into a 15.
All right.
Okay.
And I got a 24.
Roll for Ezek and Grimoire as well, and I will roll.
Oh yeah. Let me get Ezek.
I've got
I've got him.
Grimoire.
Okay.
The giant, the giant
She
vulture.
doesn't have stealth.
Oh no.
The giant vulture got a 17. Okay, so we got.
You might want to flash Sabrina. I'm just saying.
You can only do one reaction, I
Okay.
think.
Oh yeah.
It's a reaction, yeah.
So the lowest, I think, are a 2 13s and a 12.
How many people are there?
Yeah, because
How many people are there total?
Oh gosh.
Like 9?
I think it's 9.
1,
We got
2,
4
3, 4,
wait.
5, 6,
44.
7.
4,
8, 9,
then
10,
we have
so-
three dragons, 2 sidekicks, and then us.
And,
And
the,
then-
the buzzard.
Oh yeah,
9.
Oh.
and the
And then
buzzer.
that's
So
10.
9. Yeah.
All right, so I got a total of 6, and that's more than half. So you guys remain stealthy. The DC was 16, which Sinbad lucky.
Oh man.
I told you the lucky was worth it.
Okay.
Nice.
So you follow the sounds of battle as you go through the trees are starting to pop up more and more, and you're all able to take cover behind some trees as you get closer to what seems like a bridge over a sort of somewhat small chasm, and you see several ice encrusted Garchomp fighting what looks to be a bunch of rogues right now. They look like they have the upper hand.
Do you think we should help them out?
I'll just take the opportunity to run.
I don't know if we take these guys out here. That would mean that there would be less when we get there.
Exactly. And
we could
but
use the fortress against them when they come back.
There's 12 of them.
Well, there's currently 10 of us. I could make that 11.
Ezek says, "That is Olaf. That is the one who attacked me. All of them are the ones who attacked me."
Then that means they're the ones that took Jameson. And
Let's-
Sabrina just kind of pops her neck and says, "I say we take him out."
I mean,
Let's
if we
take
go to
care
the
of them
forge,
then.
we'll take them out both ways.
Don't kill Olaf.
Could you mark which one's
He's
Olaf?
yours.
The one that says Olaf.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Considering how easy they all are to...
Yes,
Oh,
I am
shatter.
aware.
Yeah, we'll have to be careful.
There's some
Take care.
Guys, let's just all use this time to cast all of our summons, and so we can have 13 guys.
Oh my god.
This fight's gonna be great.
We're an army.
Do you
Is this water frozen?
it's about 20 feet down, but it is frozen.
I don't
Okay.
trust jumping down that.
All right.
But
I'm asking because I'm thinking that Sinbad and Sabrina could just storm sphere this bridge so that it'd be hard for them to get across. But if they can just like ski across ice and cold things, then
Well,
that's not going to help.
They have to drop 20 feet,
I was
so
gonna say that's the other thing is if they just drop in that, are they just gonna fall through?
true.
Making assumptions there, but all right.
Gravity exists. How frozen over does the lake
Ever played
look?
Super Mario Galaxy?
Anyways, I think you should storm sphere here.
All right. Sabrina could also try doing a cone of fire. I think that would be able to hit from nearby where we are.
There's no way.
If you want, I can set up a trap on the bridge if they try to cross it towards us.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Do that.
It is a good one.
How
Yeah,
long will it take?
Well, I probably can't ritual cast it, but I just need to get close to it. Within
Okay,
10
then
feet
you
of
get
it.
close. Right, then you get close. Everyone, Sabrina will get ready to blast them. Everyone else will get ready to defend.
All right. So if you're going to let her, she is going to try and make her way through the tree line to this point, so she can cast it on the bridge right there.
All right.
Okay.
If she does that, she would need to make a stealth roll. So is there
She
any?
is not
Potentially
good
smart
at it.
for her,
Yeah.
since-
Someone enhance ability.
I don't have that.
I
All
can
eyes
do
on
that.
Aiden.
I still have it. Barrett, yes.
Wait. We don't need it. We don't need it. Sigurd's just gonna hand her the cloud rune.
Oh, right.
Hand off the cloud rune. Oh wait, that's sleight of hand. Never mind.
Oh.
Never mind.
I mean, can Aiden feasibly help her with trying to figure out where to go since he's proficient with stealth and kind of knows like what spots are safer to hide in?
She's not proficient in stealth, so she's just trying to make her way over there, and it's hard to help with stealth unless you're
Unless you actually know what you're doing, which she does not.
I'd say just.
I think he's asking. I think Aiden's asking if he can help her do the help action on her rather than being the one to roll proper, like
Yeah, I
basically guide her over.
then you'd need two people doing over there.
That makes sense. Then he would just follow her.
All right.
Well,
So I'll have you roll stealth. So what I'll do for this is I'll let her roll with advantage, but you've got to make the stealth roll too.
Okay.
I'll tell you what you have at your disposal here. The Great Worms have spells they can cast once a day. Pandora has Lesser Restoration and Phantasmal Force. Thor, his spell list is a little...
Loud.
he has Bee Sense, Detect Thoughts, and Speak with Animals. And Returnatrix, he has Beacon of Hope, Calm Emotions, Hold Person, and Zone of Truth.
Old person could be good.
Beacon of Hope, Old Person,
Their spell save is
Zone of Truth.
14.
What was the last one with Returnatrix?
Zone of Truth.
Or sorry, it was Beacon of Hope, Hold Person, Zone of Truth, and one other.
Yeah, one other. Let me check.
Lesser Restoration.
No, calm emotions.
Calm Emotions.
If they clump up when
Right,
attacking,
Pandora had Lesser Restoration.
And Phantasmal Force.
but she also has the
Yes.
spell helmet.
Yes, she has a Helm of Brilliance on right now, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Sigurd will be
I mean, Aiden can very feasibly just stealth over with Grimoire, so I don't know if there's anything we can really do to help her check other than that. I mean, he's got a +12 already, so
I'll say if one of you fail, you all fail the stealth roll, as in the two of you.
right.
That's fair. Sigurd will point out to
What was that?
Pandora is like, you see that area right here, right over there
Yes.
with those four. You should oh wait, you can't fireball that, can you? Are you affected by the curse as well?
Actually, we're not, because we don't abide by the same laws as you, so I can use anything this helmet.
All right,
I guess we gave
light
it to
that
the
thing
right
up.
person.
But
Can I leave that
if
there?
you remember
Yes.
correctly, these guys are resistant to fire.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Cone of fire might not work well.
Gotta find other stuff.
I think that they are not going to do well with thunder damage, at least.
I'm still planning to just funnel him into that bridge, though.
That's fair.
Do we roll for Grimoire, or do you?
You guys can roll for her.
All right, she got a 7.
No.
All
You're
right.
kidding. Well, it doesn't even matter what I roll then. Unless you want me to.
All right. So yeah, it's she you begin leading her over there, and then as she's kind of sneaking over there, she steps on the loudest twig in the
No.
In the entire forest.
Yeah.
Louder than the sounds of current battle.
And she just says, "Cavolo." And everyone just kind of looks over to you. I will say that they just see Aiden and Grimoire, who are over here. And do you guys wish to play this out, or do you think because this might take a while?
Well,
This might take a while.
It could take a while, but us here in the States kind of have a thing tomorrow that some of us might be able to sleep in for.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. I don't have work.
Oh
so-
no! Oh no! I do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah. It's fine. Only in the morning.
Okay.
But
I think
So-
we can still play until
we could do like a round or so.
we run out of time, and then we'll try to end at the top of our round.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Works
right.
for me.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right. All right. I'm going to roll everything in here.
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah. The entire rest of this session will be us adding everyone to initiative.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna have
I mean-
the sidekicks go on their own initiative, and I'm gonna have the dragons go on their own initiative. So
Makes sense.
whoever has the
Sigurd
higher
plus
initiative,
15.
just roll for them, and then that's the sidekicks.
I'm like, it's
I'll
almost certainly Isaac.
Okay.
Just by nature of him having advantage.
Yeah.
I'll roll
Yeah,
for
Grimoire got
Isaac.
a 6.
Oh
Bro, what happened to your rolls?
It's not me, it's Grimoire.
oh wait. Did you want me to roll for Isaac separate?
I thought the idea was all the sidekicks are going to have the same initiative, though.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
whoever got the highest.
Oh okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Izek got 17, so.
All right. And the dragons got a good ol' 8. I'll put in Returner Tricks. Or Pandora, since she's kind of stacked with this.
Gotta do the weird right-click thing to add to initiative.
Yeah, they changed it a little bit. Although I kind of like the new overlay. It's a lot less cluttered. Circle.
Yes,
Just
circle.
thinking.
All right. The Queensmen. They are 7. All right. Is that everyone?
Is it?
Yes, that's everyone. All right, Aiden.
Maybe.
Let's start with you.
Oh, great.
Yeah, considering they've just spotted both of us. The first thing he's gonna do. Man, I wish I had grease prepared right now. What a shame.
She says scusi. She says scusi.
That means excuse me.
Scusi.
I think at this point it's jigs up, so only thing you can really do is just kind of shoot at the two that are closest. Which two are those? These guys? 40, 50. Might as well just shoot the guy there.
All right.
Draw the crossbow and make some shots.
You can do the bonus action.
Oh, you're right. Wait a minute. No, I don't know if that's a bonus action, is it?
Yeah, it is. No, it doesn't even cost a bonus action or anything to do that. Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I can bonus action steady aim the first shot, which I will do. Man, I get to use the fun new stuff. Plus 9. Excuse me. Why did I parser? Parser.
Oh.
It
Uh-oh.
says 12 on my end.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I needed to roll that again.
Yeah. You got a 3. That turned into a 12.
9.
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Wow.
He just does like the Han Solo like neck dodge.
Okay, well.
Aiden shot first.
Oh my god. I'm gonna next up use the Square of Salonia and just do it again.
There we go.
19 and 18. Nice.
18, yep.
They were
Well,
the good
that's
rolls.
That's a 28.
All right. 28 will hit this dude.
Okay. The first shot misses. Dude. 6. Yep, math right. Yep. Yep. Okay. 18 damage.
You put sneak attack in there too?
Yep.
All right. He takes a devastating blow. So you just where do you shoot him?
Probably aiming at the meteorite shard.
Yeah, goes close to it. He just kind of nicks off. It just kind of like scrapes off of it. And just it plunges into his chest.
Do these guys not look that sturdy?
They look pretty sturdy. Like it hurt him, and he just kind of shrugs it off. But
Okay.
He's still standing and looks to have quite a bit of fight left in him.
All right. Well, I can't move or anything else, so that'll be my turn.
Sabrina.
All right. Are you guys planning on trying to cross this bridge, or?
I think the idea was to set up a trap on the bridge.
Well, I'm specifically asking
yeah.
for layers. Well,
I think it would be best. I think it'd be best to not set up Storm Sphere on the bridge because I know that's what you're planning on doing.
Okay.
I mean,
assume that's what you're planning.
We can still position ourselves at the end of the bridge and let them funnel into us.
Yeah.
Right. In that case,
until they decide to go down with these things.
Sabrina's probably going to Storm Sphere right here then.
All right. What does that entail?
All right, so they've got to make a strength saving throw, which I anticipate they'll pass.
Oh, one definitely didn't pass.
Oh, cool.
This dude, it's just strength, right?
Yeah,
He got 17.
that meets.
All right, so one passed. And two failed, one passed.
All right, they take 2d6 bludgeoning damage. 8 bludgeoning damage. This area is difficult terrain. And which point to one that failed?
Just a sec. I'll let you choose which ones failed.
All right, this one and this one failed.
All
and
right.
she's going to zap this one
All right.
with her bonus action.
Roll the zip, roll the zap, roll the zop.
Advantage.
18. Oh,
You
it's
have
an advantage. That's
advantage.
correct.
All right. So how much
Nat
damage?
20.
Max
It
damage.
mattered.
All right, so that's 4d6, so that's 24, and then I roll the 4d6 again, correct?
Yes.
Nasty.
12, so 36 lightning damage
36.
All right.
on
So
top of the 8 bludgeoning.
run me through. This is the guy that failed. How much damage did he take total?
8 plus 36, so that should be 44.
44.
Unless he's vulnerable to any type of damage.
No, he's not. Well,
Okay.
this
Yep.
particular damage. He looks very bloodied. He's like you could almost see him cracking like the piece of ice he almost is.
All right, and this area is difficult terrain.
And how much damage did these two guys take?
The one that passed took, I think, 0,
All right.
and the one that didn't pass took 8.
All right. 8 total.
That's correct, yes. Yes, 8 total.
All right. All right. Pretty good turn. All right.
And she's kind of gonna stay back here in the trees.
All right. You've made yourself notice, so they see you at this point because you've just casted a spell from there.
Mhm.
And this one leading them, his attention turns from the Queen's men here, and he looks to you, seeing Ezek among you. Get them! And they're all going to try and go for you. So, is this a sphere? Or is it...
Yes.
Okay. He is going to jump off the bridge using 10 of his movement and fall off. And just... He hits the water just with almost grace.
How big is Storm Sphere?
20-foot radius.
So he'd still be in it technically when he jumps off.
All right, so he's 10, and then he can only move like one more space in that case. One. He jumps off and ends there. He is going to jump off and end there. He's gonna go. He gets all the movement. he is going to dash. Getting a nat 1, so he's not going to get up there at all. The rest are just gonna try and dodge. They're gonna get in your face. You can only get to there. 15. Yeah. They're gonna jump off. 40. 50. 30. And the one up here. They're going to still continue fighting the Queen's men here. Only one attack towards them. That's a critical hit on this Nidorina, so I think she's dead.
Oh.
The Nidorino is still alive, and the Nidoran is still alive. They can't attack you. They just did not have enough movement. So we'll move to Ezek.
Ezek. Okay. Ezek's definitely going there. Let me see if there's anything I can do.
He doesn't have any.
Should have had Dragon type active. Oh well.
You can switch it, whatever you want.
Okay, I'll switch it to.
Yeah. It's a dragon.
Oh, is he gonna? Whoosh.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm just gonna look at I'm just gonna take a quick second to look at the two options.
All right. While you're doing that,
I think he's probably gonna cast Dragon Breath. What's up?
I've been informed by the audience that when these guys end inside the sphere, they also need to make the strength save again.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say that.
All right. So there's 3. One got a nat 1. Too bad this didn't come from Sinbad. One got a natural 18, so that's probably gonna pass.
Yeah.
And one got a, what is that? Like 8. So 2 failed again.
All right. And they take 4 bludgeoning damage.
I'll say it's this one. And just the ones that failed, right?
Yep.
Okay, and the one that you got crit is feels like he has like 1 bit of resolve left in him.
Oh no!
Dang it.
Interesting.
Zelda campaign strikes again.
So question, what is the DC for the dragon spells?
14.
Because I think 14?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use fear.
Oh, it should be his constitution. I thought you meant the worms. His should be his constitution.
It should be 14.
It's 14? Okay.
If it's con, it should be 14. Yeah, because
All
it's 4 plus 2
All right.
plus 8.
All right. One got, this is con save?
Wisdom. This is fear. The spell fear.
All right. Let's see. They got that's a straight 15. A 4.
Aw.
And a natural
Okay.
1. So 2 failed. I'm noticing a pattern. Oh, there's still one more.
Interesting.
There's still one more. And another failed. So 3 failed, 1 passed.
Okay, which ones fail?
I'll roll a d4, and I'm numbering all of them, 1 to 4, and I'll say that one. This is the only one that passed.
Okay, so they are all the ones that failed are all frightened. Must take the dash action to move away on each of their turns unless there's nowhere to move. and they can only if the creature ends in a location where it doesn't have line of sight on
It's
the
just
target, Ezek, they can is the fear spell.
All right, so they must dash away on their next turn.
Yeah, they're frightened and must run away on their next turn. I'll just mark them because that might not come up until next session.
That's fair.
Mark it. Frightened.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah. Come on. Oh my god, I hate how this. I tried to edit it, but
Sticking out.
Okay, I'll fix that later. Whatever.
Yeah. But that is Ezek's turn. You cast fear on all of them.
All right. So in like in a frenzy, he approaches his former clan and he bellows this terrifying war cry as three of them question their life decisions. All right. So this is also Grimoire's turn. Is there anything you wish to do for her? Do you wish her to do damage, or do you want me to do something creative with spells?
I mean, creative with spells is always good, but I was like, I'm pretty sure if she casts a deceptive weapon on Holy Avenger, he'd be very mad.
Yeah, she probably would.
That even
But
work?
he will. She's gonna go over here and noticing the sword. She will still take an opportunity attack. So 4 misses her.
8.
Well, like 9 misses her.
Cat agility.
Yeah, as she
Woo!
goes and touches Ezek's blades and
Oh.
use this. And so when Ezek's blades are like fluctuating from really big to like really small. So they're just like growing and shrinking to the rest of you. He doesn't see anything. But you guys see this. And so when he makes a weapon attack against something, they have to do an intelligence saving throw, and if they fail, the next weapon attack made that he does again will he does with advantage. So he can kind of like chain advantages since he has multi-attack.
It is very silly.
All right.
That is pretty funny.
Get them out of my way, would you? All right, Sigurd.
All right. Sigurd is going to activate Hellrune first and foremost.
All right.
Getting himself that sweet resistance. And he's going to run up here, take a bead of force out of his bag, and he's going to toss it. You see that little circle right here?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So they have to make or do they get disadvantage or anything because they're in this
No.
No, okay. What do they need to do here?
I believe it's a dex save, DC 15.
1 failed.
Okay.
Two that's another net 1 for these guys.
What?
So 2 failed.
Karma for kidnapping the baby.
And I think they all failed. All 3 of them failed.
Okay.
It's only karma if Sinbad, if they get a nat 1 from Sinbad.
They are bubbled.
Except for
So
the one
they're all
which is
gonna
dead.
they're gonna take 9 damage, which isn't a lot, but they're all gonna be bubbled.
Oh yeah, the one that was close to dead, right?
Just shatters.
Yeah, where is he? He's this one, I believe.
Yep, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he just shatters to a million pieces as this bubble encases them. Is it separate bubbles or is it all the same bubble?
It's all the same.
Okay. Okay.
Now just-
It's a big 10-foot radius bubble, which is
And how
in
much
the middle
was,
of the river now.
how much was the damage?
Only 9.
9, okay.
9 force. If it matters.
Okay. All right. They are just kind of hammering on the bubble, trying to get out and hacking it.
Yeah, and duh, duh, duh. Yeah, Yeah, as that's happening, Sigurd's gonna call out to he's gonna call out to the thieves, and
Only 2 of them are alive.
yeah, well, 3 of them are alive.
Sabrina can vortex warp one of them out.
Yeah,
We
he's
all know which one it's gonna be.
yeah, he's just gonna call out, say, over here, Staelton, over here to us. There's a bigger threat that we both need to deal with.
Okay, whatever you want. These guys just attacked us. It's not like we were trying to rob them or anything.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be his turn.
All right. Sinbad.
All right. What do we want to do here is the question. I think as fun as it would be to bring in Eslith into this for the memes, I think I've got to do the smart thing here, which is call lightning. Yeah. So I'm going, let's see. I'm trying to remember how much this costs actually. I think it's 2 or 3. I'll just dump 4 into it. Figure it out later. I'm going to cast Call Lightning as a bonus action on these guys right here. So it's a dex save from them.
All 4 of them?
Oh, from all of them?
All 4 of them.
All right.
Because it's a 10-foot radius from a point I choose, and I'm going to or there's a 5-foot radius from a point I choose, which is right here. So
all right. So one got a 12, one got a 13, and one got a nat 1.
yeah. Dead.
Oh boy.
And
Which one got the-
another one got a nat 1.
Oh my
Yeah!
Oh boy, they're
Channel.
You
You
know,
fool, you might.
I wanted to really scare you with this just because there was a lot of them, but
some of them
no.
took 47 damage.
all right. I will say, was it Olaf, the one that won?
Oh no!
Keep
Did you
alive?
kill Olaf?
I kill Olaf.
It was 2 and 3, so it's I do it 1, 2, 3, 4. So it was these 2. There was the crits right there.
The other 2 friend ones.
Okay.
Have they take damage? They have not taken damage prior, so they will still be alive. Or no, this one's gonna be dead because
I was shot by Aiden.
yeah. Blah. So how much damage do they take?
Those who didn't nat 1 take 17.
All right. All right. You have only that left with that crit. 17, you said?
Yeah.
All right. Da-da.
Yeah, I'm going to make the assumption that the call lightning's covering the whole
Right.
whole place.
Yeah.
It's like a 100-foot radius.
Something like that.
Yeah. You're...
Yeah.
Okay. Is that your turn?
No, that was just my bonus action.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Matt
And
says
then-
60-foot radius. It's 100
yeah,
feet
but
in the air.
that's
Oh, is it?
That's 120 diameter.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, let's see. Of all the ones that we've hit, I think these guys are the most hurt, followed by these guys. These guys are all fresh.
Yeah.
The bubbled ones are fine. This one is frightened, so it's just gonna run away, even if it's like on 1 health left.
So we'll
Olaf and non-frightened Ice Chomp. Non-frightened Ice Chomp is the biggest threat right now. I
Yeah,
think.
I'll hit non spooked ice chomp this guy.
Okay.